In any professional body shop, you'll find rolls of sandpaper like this, specifically made for block sanding, 2 3/4 inches wide, 36 grit for filler work, 80 grit to finish your filler work, or even block sanding thick primer like feather fill, and finally 150 for block sanding primer. You'll also see sanding boards that look exactly like this: long, medium, and short. These are the only blocks you'll need for every surface, every shape, and every panel. Again, no matter what you hear on the internet, TV, or in magazines, these are all you need. Personally, I like wood and metal blocks because they're consistent, I trust them, they're straight as an arrow, and always hold their shape, unlike rubber, foam, or plastic. This guy does flex a bit as it's made of rubber, but it's thick enough to hold its shape for small areas. You're not pressing down too hard, changing its shape. You're staying real light, so you can trust this, again, for small areas. On the bottom of these wooden boards, you'll find a foam pad. Some sanding blocks have a really soft pad, and you want to watch out for that. These firmer foam pads tell you the truth. When you start block sanding, it tells you and shows you the low areas. Softer foam pads will sort of follow the contour. Again, these straight blocks are all you need for every panel, every shape. You don't have to have a block that follows or molds to the contour of the panel. For an area like this, you're going to run the block this way, straight, or even in circles sometimes. For a lip or a curved surface like this, you're going to run the block. I like to use circles in this type of area, or like that, and you're using this edge right here, maybe a quarter of this, the width of this. So you're just going like that, or again like this, and then for here, again you're using the edge, and you're letting it go like that way, and then coming back this way. And then this, and even around in circles. Again, this is a curved surface, but we're going to use a straight board. So you're going to go like this, and then back against that, like that. And then here, you'll do the same. You're using the edge of the board, you're going like this, and then back against that. Finally, you have a curved surface leading up to a body line. You're going to use a portion of the board and sand like that, and then go back against that, this, and back against that, and then I like to use circles in that valley. For everything else, and all the very small areas, you can take a piece of sandpaper and fold it over like that. There's a lot of gimmicks out there when it comes to sanding blocks, but don't be fooled. All you need are 2 or 3 blocks that you trust. Matter of fact, most of the people I worked with only used this one and this one. I hope you enjoyed this brief video on the most common blocks or boards you'll see being used in body shops. If you did, and you'd like to get my latest videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.